Ben was talking about, and everybody's talking about, the Binance Decentralized exchange. Just because somebody calls an exchange decentralized does not mean it is decentralized. I am not a fan of Binance. I'll make that clear right now. I am not a fan of Binance. They have all kinds of fake volume. It's a fraud. So let's take a look if this decentralized app is really a decentralized app. Binance launches decentralized exchange ahead of schedule. That is the buzzword. That's the new ICO, the decentralized exchange. Now, if you ask anybody, like get a fairly savvy person in cryptocurrency, what is a decentralized exchange? It's an exchange that you can trade for cryptocurrency. You can trade cryptocurrencies and there's no centralized function at all. There's no third-party risk. Is there a third-party risk here? And are you even trading Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, whatever's on this decentralized exchange? No. They're derivatives. That's the amazing thing. They might be crypto derivatives, but they're still derivatives. And it is centralized. Let's check it out. Binance's much-anticipated decentralized exchange DEX goes live ahead of its planned schedule. The world's top cryptocurrency exchange by adjusted volume announced the news on Tuesday, saying that while trading will begin at a later date, users can now create wallets on the Binance DEX. A representative told CoinDesk that trading will launch as soon as the tokens are issued and listed on the Binance DEX. As soon as tokens are issued and listed on the Binance DEX and trading pairs are created, what tokens are being issued? We're expecting this to happen very soon. Binance CEO CZ said in the announcement, "We believe decentralized exchanges bring new hope and new possibilities, offering a trustless and transparent financial system." I agree. With no central custody of funds, Binance DEX offers far more control over your own assets. I agree. So far, so good. The news came just a week after the firm announced that its native blockchain, Binance Chain, was live. Its exchange token, BNB, the Binance coin, has also been launched as the native asset on the blockchain to replace the previous ERC20 tokens. Holders of the ERC20 BNB can now swap them for native form Binance. So they created the Binance coin. It's in the top 10 now. They created their blockchain. Okay. Now then it gets to, okay, is the blockchain decentralized? No, it's not. Let's keep going down the rabbit hole. Binance Chain supports various wallets at launch, including Binance's official Trust wallet, as well as offerings from Coinami, Ledger, Engine, Exodus, and more. The exchange is also inviting other crypto projects to get involved by issuing new tokens on the Binance Chain. The launch of the DEX follows a 2-month testing period during which Binance said nearly 8.5 million transactions were made across competitions but program. The DEX platform offers similar interface to its existing. The DEX platform offers a similar interface to its existing exchange with some additional features, such as an option to create a 24-word mnemonic seed phrase to secure a user's private keys. That gets you thinking, okay, what private keys are we securing? Are we securing Bitcoin, your Bitcoin wallet private keys, your Litecoin wallet private keys? No. Only your Binance coin private keys. Keep that in mind. In March, Malta-based cryptocurrency exchange OKX also announced a plan to launch a decentralized exchange. Anybody can call anything a decentralized exchange because these companies are not regulated at all. At last summer's Singapore-based cryptocurrency exchange, Huobi said it would evolve into a decentralized exchange. All right, so that's the question. Is it decentralized, and how decentralized is it? Here's a great article from about a month ago. The DEX Exchange, Binance Decentralized Exchange Review and Guide for Beginners. This is just a beginner thing. Question is it a true decentralized exchange? Binance caused intrigue in many when it originally announced its latest innovative, fully operational, decentralized exchange. There's a problem with that term. It's like there are various forms and shades of decentralization. The community was much more more than surprised, as the words Binance and decentralization had as much to do with each other as banking and blockchain. Still, the upcoming community-focused exchange is very much a reality, so we'll be taking a closer look at it in this article. A step in the right directions. Not a fully fledged decentralized exchange, but you hold your keys, which is the most important part. I don't think you do hold your keys. You don't hold your keys of your Bitcoin in your Bitcoin. And for that, it gets good grades in our book. The pros: excellent reputation, good interface, non-custodial. You hold your private keys. Do you really? Let's find out. Users can test trading strategies, low fees. Cons: no live trading. That's coming. Not a real DEX. Binance controls all nodes. There it is. It is not decentralized because Binance controls the nodes of the Binance Chain. No direct cross-chain transfer solution on the mainnet. Means they are derivatizing cryptos to be traded on their Binance chain. They are derivatizing cryptos. They're derivatizing a real asset. Why Binance DEX? Let's just read this whole thing. Binance has been going from strength to strength ever since 2017. Led by its charismatic, ambitious leader, CZ, the platform has made all the right moves during its short but fruitful existence. Even with it passing most of the tests that came away with flying colors, some weren't happy with Binance due to their obvious issues of centralization. While its monolithic features surely made the platform safer, faster, and more efficient, the fact of the matter is Binance doesn't let you hold your own keys. Any funds you keep on Binance are stored on wallets whose keys are owned by the exchange. That's the current Binance. This means a third party is responsible for the safety of your cryptocurrency holdings, and that basically goes against any tenets of the blockchain revolution, mostly because it can be extremely dangerous to expose your funds. We all know that. And he learned his lesson the hard way. To cut the story short, Binance likely realized that more and more community members aren't comfortable with trusting their funds to a third party. This has led to many people to shift towards alternative means of cryptocurrency trading and decentralized exchanges. A DEX allows people to place orders and trade cryptocurrencies without a third party managing or controlling user funds, pointing out the fact that many are equating the DEX craze to the 2018 ICO craze. Here it is, about Binance DEX. First sneak peeks into Binance DEX came in 2018 when CZ shared relevant pre-alpha details about the platform via its very active Twitter account. While he kept up with vague updates during the months, at first in-depth look into the decentralized exchange was released in December of that same year. Finally, CZ came out of the coding hole once again earlier in the week when he explained that Binance's DEX team continues to build in spite of the at the time ongoing Lunar New Year celebrations, blah, blah, blah. Tweet above offers a quick overview of the upcoming Blockchain Explorer. The DEX is expected to be launched on a test net in a week or so, which is now. Binance DEX will be on top of the Binance Chain, upcoming blockchain that will allow Binance's native tokens, BNB, to move away from Ethereum onto its own native mainnet. The chain is being built on the Cosmos technology. Binance forked the protocol and removed some of its elements, smart contracts, for example, to create a scalable product that will be able to achieve high transaction throughputs required by Binance standards. So these aren't cryptocurrencies being traded. These are cryptocurrencies on top of Binance. But they aren't real cryptocurrencies. They're derivatives. Binance's new chain will rely on modified Tendermint POS, proof of stake algorithm. Proof of stake is a problem, obviously, which will basically operate as delegated proof of stake algorithm. The chain, once its testnet goes live in a couple of weeks, will be tested on 11 validating nodes. All those nodes are controlled by Binance. The number of validators won't go up much higher when the mainnet ultimately goes live. Completely centralized. Comparing the network's operation model to that of Neo, CZ revealed that initial validator section will be made from a pool of Binance's closest partners, which is Binance. That's their pool. Further down the line, Binance might start considering community nodes. They might open it up to the public. Focus on scaling. CZ admits that his DEX will be able to handle current volumes of its centralized older sibling, aka the regular Binance exchange. This will require high levels of performance from the Binance Chain, which is why Cosmos was selected as a base to fork off. Binance Chain will be able to generate blocks every second and process a couple thousand transactions in that same time frame. Scaling has been a significant issue for decentralized exchanges in the past, as their inability to process high transaction throughputs ultimately led to major losses on platform liquidity and transaction volume. That's because they were on-chain transactions. Binance DEX is not an on-chain transaction other than on the Binance Chain. That is not a DEX. Binance DEX will look to offer impressive processing speeds. However, some prominent crypto minds, like Ethereum's own Vitalik Buterin, feel that this performance-based approach isn't the best one for the user. Vitalik praised the model of EtherDelta, a project that, according to him, offers a much more convenient, anonymous, and decentralized way of trading than that which you get with Binance DEX. Other features. The exchange will command high listing fees for cryptocurrencies. That's fine, they got to make money. Supposedly to ward off scammers and fake projects. The process will also include a vote by Binance Chain validators, which is themselves, on whether or not the cryptocurrency should be listed. As the exchange will have its own blockchain to operate on, it is expected that every new coin on the exchange, one that wasn't launched on top of the Binance Chain, will actually be a Tether-like stablecoin pegged to the value of the corresponding asset. This is not trading Bitcoin for Bitcoin. Trading cash for Bitcoin decentralized. Binance DEX will overall allow its customers to do the following. Send and receive BNB to anyone on the DEX. Issue new tokens. Send tokens to others on the DEX and receive some in return. Burn tokens as needed. Freeze some tokens and unfreeze them later. Propose new trading pairs with the whole community having a say on the merits of the pairing. Send, buy, and sell orders through trading pairs and the community created. It's just not decentralized. On the topic of token issuance, it is important to note that there is a distinct lack of possible token types that can be launched on top of the Binance chain. As we said before, Binance forked away from the original algorithm smart contracts, greatly limiting the specialization of token projects that launch of its chain. Such an infrastructure is still a good place for security token issuance, and with Binance investing significant funds in the Launchpad project, we might start seeing Chinese company dominate the niche in the near future. The DEX will rely on another house-built product, Bitcoin's own wallet application, the Trust Wallet, to store user funds in a non-custodial fashion. That's where they say you control your private key. You control your private key not of Bitcoin, not of Litecoin. You control your private key of the Binance chain, the Binance coin. This means the wallet will store your private keys on your own device, allowing you to retain full control over your funds and data. The DEX will be accessible through desktop browsers, but it will be interesting to see if and when Binance integrates trading features directly into the Trust Wallet. This would be a major benefit for the exchange, as it would mean simpler access on DEX trading for mobile users. Binance also gave early access to other select wallet blockchain explorer developer tools to ensure the Binance Chain and the Binance DEX launch will with strong support from the get-go. As such, Ledger already confirmed with their NanoS wallets will be compatible with the DEX Binance Chain and further integration with NanoX. Binance CEO recently held a lengthy live stream where he revealed many more details about the upcoming DEX. Here it is. Is Binance DEX an actual DEX? CZ and the company seem to be very proud of the chain and their DEX, marketing them as something made by the blockchain community for the blockchain community. However, many are asking questions regarding how much of decentralization exchange is DEX really? And they are asking them quite rightfully so. Not much is known about the Binance DEX account creation model, but you likely won't be required to go through KYC or AML registrations to trade the stablecoin-like assets on the platform. This might change if you, for example, decide to turn your Binance Chain launch BTC stablecoin. That's a derivative. when you're trading BTC on this DEX, it's a derivative. It's a Binance Chain launch BTC stablecoin, which is pegged to BTC and to real BTC. If it turns out to be a requirement, if your private key isn't the only ID you'll ever need to exchange value on the Binance DEX, then all the talk about decentralization goes up in the air. Essentially, you are issued an IOU. That is what this DEX is. Essentially, you are issued an IOU, a placeholder token on Binance Chain that acts as a proxy for the actual BTC, ETH, or other. You get your real You get your real physical coins when you withdraw them to your own wallet. So you got your Binance Chain wallet, and then if you withdraw, they're going to have to. Do they even have it? It's a stable coin. That's assuming they can get their hands on it. And while this means that the Binance DEX won't actually offer non-custodial storage, it's a con. While this means that Binance DEX won't actually offer non-custodial storage, it does suggest that you'll have a certain safety net in terms of your private keys. If you lose your private key, you won't lose access to your actual funds, but only to the Binance Chain issued stablecoins. That's what the private key is. You aren't saving in Bitcoin and Litecoin. You're saving in Binance Coin or Binance Chain wallets that carry the Binance BTC, which is a derivative of BTC. This means you could potentially regain access to your funds even without private keys. That tells you right there it's a fraud. This does not place a lot of control over your funds into the hands of a third party, which is complete opposite of what a proper DEX should do. Additionally, the relative centralization of the decentralized proof of stake algorithm Binance Chain adds to the issue. A crypto commentator once said that if your currency cannot be 51% attacked, which is an issue related to proof of work currencies, then it isn't decentralized. As Binance Chain is the decentralized proof of stake project that will have just 11 validating nodes to begin with, it might end up being more centralized than similar DPoS projects well known for their issues with centralization like EOS or TRX. More centralized than EOS. Such a blockchain is basically a permissioned private network where only select members will get to take part in maintaining and validating it. This means that only elite few members will get to decide which coins get listed, and right now Binance controls all 11 nodes. What the on-chain gas fees will be, BNBs, the native Binance token, will be used to pay the gas, how big the listing fees will be, and more. All of this requires a certain level of trust in third parties that will basically control your money, and trust isn't something that goes well with decentralized blockchain. Conclusion. Binance DEX is definitely an interesting project. While it isn't a true decentralized exchange, it offers certain elements of decentralization that represent a step in the right direction. I agree with that. It's not decentralized, but it is starting to step in the right direction. But it's not a game changer. It will apparently operate as a hybrid of a centralized, decentralized exchange, offering some neat features and also some drawbacks of both models. It remains to be seen how that will work and if it will be enough for people to consider decentralization a key tenet of cryptocurrencies. There you go. This is a longhorn of Z's. But no, it's not. It's a step in the right direction compared to the criminality at Binance now. It's I don't know why it's better, but yeah, you control your own keys, but your own keys are their derivatives of Bitcoin. They're derivatives of Litecoin. They're derivatives of Ethereum. Anyway, just go buy the real thing and bring it into your own possession. These exchanges are going to go down. They're going to crash. They're going to be destroyed. This is not a real DEX. But real DEXs are coming, I think. Anyway, that's my update. If you're interested in more information about the Life app, go to the very top on your smartphone, click on right below this video, there'll be a Life app link. And I will be talking more and more about it because I think we're really all going to need an extra job. Absolutely. especially if you work in finance, if you work in oil and gas, power industries, which is kind of like a whole lot of people. Everybody's affected by those industries because they're gigantic. And what are you going to do if your job goes away? If the banks crash and your company can't survive, what are you going to do? Everybody should have a side job, and this is one potential. So click on the Life app below, or go to the top of Road to Ruta, and you can find it there as well. And voila, there's your update. This is Bix Weir coming to you live from Oakland, California. I'll talk to you guys later.